holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on second and 14. He'll look to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use it. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Able to convert on third and 14. A terrific play call.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of formation and set him on a crossing route. And this works really well when you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. I'll give the rookie another one on this opening drive and a first down with it. A nice start, Charles, for the first-year passer. He's come out, made a few plays, nice plays to begin this contest.
He certainly has, and if he finishes off this drive with a touchdown pass, I bet we don't call him rookie anymore. We'll move him right to veteran and continue from there.
And he'll be marked out at about the 26-yard line. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Back to throw again. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
That play there was certainly a scouting report special because cover was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense, and they were there to help force the incompletion.
Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is third down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Able to find Isabella. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
That's a big conversion there on third down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a first and goal.
They'll look to throw again. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Mike Evans hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Riley Patterson now for the extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either. And it's 7-0. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. On first down, here's Franks. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
And he'll be taken down at about the 45. The Chargers in trouble to start play, 6-8 on the year. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Franks looking to throw. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 39. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Franks. His tight end. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 12-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Now his 2nd down throw. Here's Franks. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile.
Hey, check that, street.
Franks now. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point up and good from Santoso. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
They go play action here on first down. Working the middle here, that's complete to Knox, the tight end. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
That's a good-looking play to me. The big tight end on a crossing route coming underneath. Sometimes he can gain some serious momentum going forward, can he?
Yeah, he can indeed, and pretty well executed there. They'll look to throw now on first down. And in for the Ravens touchdown. DK Metcalf, 32 yards. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Extra point try now for Patterson. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
The score, Ravens 14, Chargers 7.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Like the footwork back there, I thought you did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Trying to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. Oh, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Harrison Smith. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. DK Metcalf, his second TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now 21-7.
21, Chargers 7.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete, and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
And still in the first half here, a long way to go. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Here we go.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Now Franks. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got
trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off.
A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your...
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. DK Metcalf on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Ravens have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Off the play fake. Here's Franks.
They'll roll him out right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith.
And the Ravens are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season. And add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to goal. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, it might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted.
And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football.
1:52 to play until halftime.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Jacobs going to try the middle. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Here's Jacobs, and he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
They'll run it with Jacobs. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Operating from the gun. Franks toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Franks will throw for it on 4th down.
And he's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers.
Jamar Chase
There to make the grab.
And the Chargers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point try now for Santoso.
It's up and good, and it's now 28-14.
Santoso now to send this one away.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose.
Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
He's put up numbers in this one by pushing the envelope a bit whenever he could with deeper throws. Well, let's play a little philosophy here. Some plays it works. Sometimes they're ready for you. And that time, they were on guard. Incomplete.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
Catch is made by Metcalf.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Now a play fake here on 1st down.
Now wasted time going right back to DK Metcalf.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Finding Knox there, complete. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Back to throw. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Guys, dig deep.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. They'll set up a throw. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown.
Trey McBride,
As the first half is winding down.
and the Ravens would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Chargers 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
Good catch. Made at the 24-yard line. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
A second down throw coming for Franks. He finds his man complete. That's Kramer. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Here we go, here we go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 3rd time today. Picked off by Chandon Sullivan. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. DK Metcalf with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Ravens take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Well, to put it mildly, he's been able to dice up this secondary all game long, and this time that was a missile that he threw into the end zone and adding another touchdown to his ledger.
And I think we see these youngsters develop a lot quicker than we ever have, because when they get started in this game, they're not just throwing passes around. They're reading coverages early, so now they're like seasoned pros earlier in their career. How about this one here? If they win this ball game, a game ball definitely coming from his head coach.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Well, still in the third quarter here. Now, you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome, but completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note here, isn't it? Because my mindset is it's a new ball game from here to the end. Make sure it's a good one and close it.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Harrison Smith.
And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Going up top. And that's caught inside the 30.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Back to throw now on first down. Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick.
And the Chargers are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
The Charger drive about to get going.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Harrison Smith.
And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
Now a throw end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Marcus May with a pick.
And the Chargers are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Harrison Smith.
And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work.
Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Dawson Knox, 27 yards.
And the Ravens have taken a 5-touchdown lead.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Chargers 14.